I'm Shirakawa from Ohe.
I'm Otake from Ohe.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Ohe.'s head office is in Hokkaido, but Miss Otake lives in the Kanto region, and she's always working for us remotely. When did you start implementing remote work? In 2022. Yes. From February, we signed a contract with our first person, and Miss Otake was the third. How long have you been with us now?
About 2.5 years.
Ms. Otake, what do you usually do?
I'm mainly in charge of public relations work, such as creating press releases and creating the company newsletter, which we published for the first time this month. While doing those things, I send the press releases I've created to the media, and I do work that helps raise Ohe.'s brand awareness through media outreach.
Were you originally doing public relations work?
No, not at all. I originally worked at a sports club, so at that time I did things like creating letters for members, but this is the first time I've taken on the challenge of creating letters, or rather announcements for the media.
Originally, that's right. When you first started with us, it was more administrative work, or rather, you started focusing mainly on PR last year, was it?
The year before last.
The year before last?
Yes.
Miss Otake, did you know about horse vans originally?
Yes, I knew about them.
Oh, you knew about that?
I knew about them. Yes, I had seen them on the highway, and I also knew about them because my parents often talked about things like, the saying, don't hit the brakes. But still, when I tell acquaintances that I work with horse vans, almost no one knows what they are.
People tell me they don't know either. When I explain it, they're like, oh, that exists? Well, it depends on the region where you live, right? Like if you're near a highway, and of course people in Hidaka, the people there know about it.
Is this your first time working remotely?
Yes, it's my first time.
Where did you find the job posting?
On Crowdworks. I found it on Crowdworks.
Did you apply several companies for remote work?
I did.
What were the reasons that you were looking for remote work?
After my child was born, when I went out to work, my child would often get sick, and I'd have to take time off, which ended up inconveniencing people. Also, even if I had paid leave, I'd use it all up quickly and then be marked as absent. I'd heard stories about how your position can become difficult, and it just gets hard to stay. So I thought it would be better to have a way of working where I could use my own discretion. That's when I started looking for a remote job, and I was fortunate enough to find this opportunity. Well, there were companies in various businesses, so one of my criteria was finding something that I thought, oh wow, this looks interesting. As for the company, I preferred one that wasn't conservative. I got the feeling that they were always taking on new challenges, well, just from what I read, and that's the kind of place I applied to.
Like the website and so on.
Oh yes.
Ms. Otake, before Ohe.'s offer, you had another offer, right?
Oh yes, I did.
And so you chose Ohe.'.
Well, that was because of Mr. Shirakawa's personality.
Thank you very much.
At the final interview, I had the chance to speak with the presidents of both companies, which was quite an interesting experience. When I thought about which company I would have more fun working at, I felt that I would probably have more fun at Ohe.'. So after thinking it over, I chose Ohe.'.
So are you still enjoying it now? Is it going well?
Oh yes.
Oh, that's good, yes.
And even as we're having this conversation, this is actually only the second time we've met. In person, that is.
That's right.
So what was another deciding factor for choosing Ohe.'?
The phrase about transporting horses to various places without stress, as if they were being teleported, was very impressive to me because I had this image of them being overworked in the horse racing industry itself. So within that, the idea of being kind to the horses, the fact that they were thinking horse first, I thought was really great. And of course, it's not like they really have a teleportation anywhere door, so that's impossible for now. But if in the future they were like, okay, let's make an anywhere door, I thought that would be fun.
So you thought it would be fun?
Yes.
That's great.
Yes, it is. That was a great comment.
It's on the website and everything.
Well, yes, it's probably on our website and elsewhere, and that's definitely what we're aiming for.
So what kind of tools do you usually use to communicate with the remote workers?
Well, basically, we mainly use chat work.
Yes.
We also, well, we haven't been able to do it regularly recently, but we communicate via Zoom.
Were you able to use them before, both of you, with Zoom and chat work?
A little bit. I started using it during the COVID period.
Well, yeah, I think I started using them around the time of COVID.
So, you're a pro at using them now?
I guess so.
I was asked how to use it so many times. I can't tell you how many times I was asked, "La, please teach me how to create a Zoom link."
Thanks to her, I can now use it by myself.
Basically, I primarily use my computer. The calendar is Google Calendar. I share things with Notion, and I mainly use chat work for communication.
Even people who have never used IT tools are able to use them, right? Even if they didn't use them before.
That's right. Everyone? That's right. After joining our company, you learn how to use it.
Oh, it's the same for me. I had never even seen Trello before, but at first there was a lecture and I learned how to use it.
Do you know about Notion?
Not yet. I can't get in on my own.
You have to ask, right?
Ask.
I know everyone is using it, but
Notion is a bit difficult to get used to. Yes.
well, like this. Right now, as remote staff, we have 4 people who live outside of Hokkaido, but we've made the hiring rate quite strict to ensure quality and
There were quite a lot of applications, weren't there? Well, from around January of 2022, we started recruiting on Crowdworks. And in terms of the total number of people, it was a little over 3,200 people.
wow.
Yes.
So what was the hiring rate?
0.17%. There are 4 stages to the test. First, there's a written test, and the pass rate for that is 15.15%, roughly. Yes. Then, after that, there's a document screening, and the pass rate for that is 6.83%. Then, the pass rate for the first interview is 0.51%,
0.51%, that's right.
and passing the final interview is 0.17%.
Why do you make it so strict?
Well, the number of people who want to work remotely has increased quite a bit, and among them we wanted to hire those with high skills. So, well, it's a very difficult hurdle, but, that's the method we decided to adopt. You're working remotely now, but, well, in terms of your work style, now that you've actually tried it, are there things like ease of work or parts that are difficult to work with?
Let's see. Well, to be honest, it's easy to work. The fact that I can choose my own tasks was the first thing, but for example, things I want to do, like public relations work, I'm doing it because I want to. The fact that there are absolutely no tasks I'm forced to do is, first of all, very appealing, or rather, I can be proactive, yes. Because I'm doing what I want to do, I come up with various ideas, and I can also think about things I want to improve. That's the first thing. My children are still small, a first grader and a kindergartner, so they come home from school early. And I can't just leave them at home alone. And sometimes they don't feel well. And the kindergarten is special and has a lot of class observations. At times like that, without feeling guilty about inconveniencing the company, I can take time off, or rather I can adjust my own time to go to my child's class observation, so I can do that stress-free, which I'm very grateful for. On the other hand, the difficult points are, the difficult part is that you can adjust your own time, so if you don't make time for yourself, you can't get work done. If you want to slack off, you can.
In fact, that. When you imagine it, working remotely, working without going to the office is it's mentally tough. Or rather, I guess it shows your personality.
Yes.
I think working alone is probably really tough. I guess many companies have set hours from this time to that time even for remote work, but I hear that a lot of people slack off.
Well, if they're slacking off, yeah. When you're not being watched, you tend to mentally think, I don't have to do it. On the other hand, what kind of payment method determines the salary now?
It's like you submit a request for each task. For example, for the company newsletter, I'm writing an article. If the time it took to create it was 37 minutes, then you leave that 37 minutes as a time log. And you only record and save the time you're actually working, so if you didn't work, you get 0 yen.
On the other hand, couldn't you pad the hours?
Well, there have been in the past. There were some suspicious people. Those kinds of people, we had to let them go.
It's not an employment contract, is it?
It's a service contract.
That's right.
Because there are no set hours like that. You work when you want, and you get paid for the amount you've done.
Hourly pay.
Hourly pay. You submit it and get paid monthly.
Yes. You can submit it every minute, so you can leave a log just for replying to a chat and record it in detail.
That's a lot of work, too.
Well, to prevent fraud, well, yes, the recording process is quite a lot of work, but...
Do you have any complaints about President Shirakawa?
I don't have any complaints, but when you work remotely, it's hard to meet in person, so... Because of that, even if we have online meetings, I think it's better to have them more frequently rather than less often. I feel that if we increase the opportunities to talk and communicate even just a little bit more often, we'll come up with more ideas and possibly new solutions.
Well, right now, 2 of our members have small children, like 1-year-olds.
That's right.
So it's been difficult to get everyone together for a meeting recently, but I'd like to increase them.
On the other hand, what about you, Shirakawa-san?
Well, everyone has a completely different background, so I get a lot of different ideas, or rather, everyone has completely different ideas. And if I say, I want to do something like this, please give me your opinions. A lot of different opinions come up. So in that sense, I can enjoy my work. What I've often told new drivers is, your perspective is the closest to the customers. So while you're new, if you notice anything unusual or anything at all, please let me know. The employees, they get desensitized. I'm the same way, aren't I? Thinking of ideas for this YouTube channel is incredibly stressful for me. For those watching, it might seem fresh, but well, for us, it's just so commonplace that it doesn't even come to mind.
Yeah.
Well, right now I'm working in public relations for ohe.horseline. So anyway, I want to create a world where words like horse van or racehorse transport are easily understood. It's a small goal of mine, but I hope to raise awareness to the point where people just get it, like, oh, that's the kind of work they do, with a kind of unspoken understanding. So I want to implement various measures towards that goal so that many people can learn about the kind of work that goes into holding a horse race, and I hope they'll get to know even the behind-the-scenes aspects. I'll continue to do my best going forward.
That's quite a lofty goal, isn't it? But well, I really do think it would be great if we could achieve that. I'm looking forward to working with you.
Likewise, thank you.
Thank you very much.
At ohe.horseline, we are currently looking for drivers. Please check out the recruitment site and the corporate site in the description below. And if you're interested, we strongly encourage you to apply.